Hey everyone, welcome back to Reasonable Setups. It's been a while we haven't looked at NQ chart. Let's start from NQ. On a daily chart, you can see we are at compression levels, which usually means we will spend some time here, especially considering this week is OPEX, FOMC minutes, and we have NVDA's earnings on Wednesday after the close. So expecting pretty much volatile week. And yeah, we'll see some clarification, in my opinion, after this week. Especially markets not pricing in, cannot decide whether it is going to be a rate cut for December or a pause. So everything is kind of 50-50 right now, and I think this week will bring some kind of direction to the markets. So daily, we have this, we took the previous week low and climbed, jumped back. So on a 4-hour or a 1-hour chart, maybe, yeah. So anything below this previous all-time high level for me is still to the downside. And if we clear this level, the major supply level is 25,900, basically. So we saw on Friday, let's open the 1-minute chart. So we saw on Friday basically an uptrend day, but it was low liquidity and very, very volatile. Moving to the volatility chart, you can see we are constantly violating 20 level for the past couple of weeks. So I think it's kind of indecision right now in the market. Markets usually respecting 20 level, whether it is to the upside or to the downside. But right now it's kind of a choppy. If things gonna get ugly after NVIDIA's earnings, maybe we can have another spike and we can finally close this daily imbalance. If not, if the NVIDIA's earnings are good, I think we will have another 2, 3, or even maybe up to the January compression on volatility, and the markets will start going up again with all that Santa rally and etc. and etc. But right now, of course, you can see we are still on a 4-hour chart in a downtrend. So constantly making lower highs and lower lows. Still bearish, as I said, but things can change after this week. We have FOMC minutes. We have unemployment rate on Thursday. Very important because we have missed how many? At least, I think, at least one unemployment data. Yeah, we will see what's going to happen this week. Very important. It's OPEX again, and things can be very volatile. So moving to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is having its first weekly close. I think we can now confirm. I don't think in 5 hours we will see that major reversal above 100,000 level. First weekly close below the 50-week moving average for the past 2.5 years. I mean, 2 years and a couple of months, basically. So yeah, we are right now below the minus 25% level. On a weekly chart, as I said, I marked on my charts minus 30%, 88,000 level. And if I open the daily chart, you can see we got that death cross. That death cross usually means during the bull markets, we will have a reversal to the upside. But considering if we consider that the narrative is changing and we are already at the beginning of the bear market, we can have some continuation to the downside too. Let me close this indicator, and yeah, we can move on. Daily charts, of course, we are below the compression levels. This is a complete, if I open the weekly chart, so we lost the previous support levels even on the technical chart. This is a bearish divergence to the downside. You can see we completely broken structure, and my speculation that this cycle is over is almost 99% for me right now. I'm looking at smaller ranges. You can see we lost this range pretty easily, and this range goes as low as 88th. Basically 90 grand. But of course, some weeks to 88 will be very healthy to me, and to figure out whether we're having that huge high volume reaction from 30% levels. Daily chart, you can see we had this weekend liquidity grab, and right now we are moving to the downside. Maybe Bitcoin is pricing in some kind of frustration from NVDA's earnings. I'm not sure about that, but we will see in 2-3 days. And Ethereum as well. You can see, let's start from the daily chart. Complete downtrend, broken structures, all the structures to the upside. Compression below the zero level. Right now we need to find that bottom and spend some time when we can form up some kind of bullish divergence there. If we mention this previous range, it's completely possible we can have some tap to this range, which is going to be around 618 retracement level from the bottom, from 2.8 2.7 grand level. Maybe we can see some bottoming process here and to have another leg up. But it remains to be seen whether we can update the all-time high. I'm currently struggling to figure out whether we will see another huge run and update of the new all-time high on Ethereum. Because I don't know how long will take that sideways price action on Bitcoin when it is usually forming up. After the local bottom, it is forming up some kind of, let's say it's doing this stuff, forming up, making another run, and making some kind of bearish channel, and then continuing to the downside. But of course, it's going to happen in 2026, and we will see how long Ethereum can have its run. It usually takes from 2 to 3 months when we usually historic evidence is that. Moving to USDT dominance, very important chart. We reclaimed, as I said, this is the end of the cycle. Anything below this red channel, for me, the previous huge support resistant area. And my speculation is the first target for me 6.2% here, and the other one is this weekly bearish fair value gap, at least 50% of this 7.18. I mean, we can have that push up to 7.2. So from this level, I will expect market to roll over. USDT to the downside, and of course, maybe Ethereum will have its run from there. So that's pretty much for. Let me open the chart on the compression. So weekly This is the first time after, if we don't consider this fake out, of course, since December 22, basically. We are having, we will have weekly squeeze on USDT dominance, and which will indicate again the cycle is over for me. The bull market is over. So a lot of, as I said, red flags. And if I open the Binance Open interests, you can see I've spoken a lot of times, completely broken structures, and bear market, in my opinion, already arrived. And whether we will see some round from Ethereum, that's my only question right now. Bitcoin as well, you can see we completely lost upside momentum, and whether we can have another run, of course, but I think after these major disruptions in the liquidity pool, we need some time. We need some time, and that usually happens after the major crashes and liquidations. Last cycle it was Luna stuff, and right now Luna FTX, and right now it is that tariff. It was that tariff news and that huge liquidation event on October 10. Yeah, so we are waiting for NVDA on Wednesday, and FOMC minutes will give us some clarification whether we are having rate cut or not. And after that, we'll see. I think we will see some direction in the markets. On Ethereum, as I said, one more leg down maybe, and bottom until December or in the first week of the December. And after that, we will see whether we can find some momentum to the upside. The first level for me on Ethereum to reclaim is, of course, yearly open. And if we reclaim November open 3800, that means we'll definitely target this previous liquidity, which is the previous all-time high around 5 grand. And the rest we will see. We will see, because I think the time is very important for the markets, not only liquidity and the price action, but time is also very important. Waiting for the weekly close. Let's see when we are having that close, and I will try to update after the NVIDIA's earnings. And thank you so much. Bye.